Hello again, everyone, and welcome to our show tonight. Our game between Glynn Academy and Coffee last Friday night down in Brunswick, Georgia. Beautiful night. It was a great trip down there. We just had a great day, and of course the game turned out in our favor, 32-7. We played what I thought was a good physical football game. We executed. We did things we were supposed to do. And everything went according to script, I guess, what the coaching staff wants it to do. But I think that we were kind of surprised by Glynn's size and by some of the talent level they had. But of course, we had looked at them on film and knew that they had the potential of doing a lot of good things. And they unfortunately have not having a good season. But I was impressed with them. They played very hard, and they did some things that hurt us, but it was still our guys. I thought our boys played extremely hard and played well, and we got a lot of boys in the game, and so it was just one of those games that you have a kind of like take a little breather and you say. After Colquitt and Lowndes and people like that, and Valdosta coming up this week, I think it was really important in our schedule that maybe we got that game in our belt Friday night. But the main thing is after we evaluate, we looked and our guys played hard and they were into the game, and we got to play a lot of boys too. That's always good. We didn't get to play enough. We had some players on the sideline. We had them by the arm ready to send them in, and then something would happen on the field and we didn't get to send them in. But we have to do that for the foundation of your program on down the line. You get all the playing time you can get. But we exited out of there with a 32-7 win, and hang around. We'll show you some highlights.
Tonight for the Coffee County Trojans.
Our captains here are number 51, Jamie Merritt, number 50, William Hurst, and number 34 is Nicarius Love. All three seniors. Of course, we pick seniors each week to do the coin toss, and then we elect permanent captains at the end of the year. The players elect them, and I think that's a great honor if you get elected as captain. Beautiful stadium, beautiful stadium. It seats about 8,000. There was about probably 600 people at the game, but a lot of people remember going down and playing Glynn at old Lanier Stadium. Tackled there by Kevius Hodges. But Coach Frank Inman, who was at Georgia with Vince Dooley back a long time ago, was instrumental in getting this beautiful stadium, this facility. Great field, great turf. Great dressing room, and just great accommodations. It's just nice to go play somebody like that. You go to so many stadiums where you have to almost dress outside, or dress in a bus, or dress in some kind of barn, and so it's just nice to go to a good facility. Glynn was big up front. The tight end was a good-looking kid. I think he was 6'6". You see right there, they're doing some things that hurt us. They're down and blocking, kicking out. Don't know where the linebacker was, but started out. They ran. We had 15 first downs. They had 15, and which is low. It wasn't a very productive game, but they kept, I guess you'd call, kept coming back and getting yardage on us and doing things that kind of, I guess, kept us from running more than 43 plays. We ran, that's all we ran was 43 plays. To give you a comparison, we had about 55, 56 plays, I think, against Warner Robin, Monroe, like that. The school record is 72 plays. And, we had 15 first downs, and Glynn had 15 first downs, so there was quite a bit of difference in the total yardage. Started Davin Bradshaw, that number 91 at defensive end, and made him throw before he wanted to throw there. Eric Smith was hurt. And we had two starters, as a matter of fact, that didn't play. Jimmy Batten, the right offensive guard, and Eric Smith, the defensive end, both seniors on the injury list. You know, this bothers me that we've played 9 games and we still do not understand what the neutral zone is. That we lined up, we had 5 penalties against Crawford County offsides, and just doing stupid stuff like that. And then this was a 52-yard punt, about as perfectly executed as you can get. And we stood around and watched it hit the ground, but still it wasn't all our receivers' fault, because we tell them to stand on the 10-yard line. If it's over your head, let it go. And it was a great punter, good kicker. They put a lot of people up on the line of scrimmage. They really crowd the line of scrimmage. They did this all year, just a kind of a 5-3, 6-3 type of lineman. And they just don't want you to run the football. But we do a good job here, I think. We're backed up to the goal line like this, and we perform quite well. And great little pass here to Keon Sermon. Give us a first down. Pass out here to Hodges, and big first down, good run. We got all of our backs, were under 100 yards. I'll say all of them. There's 3 of them, and because we distributed the load around to Keon and to Kivas and to Rod Glover. And neither one of them went over 100 yards as far as rushing on the ground. Keon had over 100 all-purpose yards, but and of course Webb too as a runner. But we distributed around pretty good. What we're doing is we've moved. We put Rakeem Polk back at tackle, which I think I mentioned last week was a mistake, moving him to guard against Moultrie, and so we put Matthew Bowen at guard in place of Batten, put Polk back where he belongs, and that certainly made our offensive line a lot better. This is sideline warning. No penalty. Not our sideline. Batted down, very poor blocking. Didn't get the people down, got them to get their hands up. So we have to punt for the first time. And, we could have had a good drive here, 98 yards, matter of fact, and we just started messing around and didn't pull it off. Then we punted 5 times. About a 28-yard average. Good play, good play. I think we knocked the ball loose there at Dominique Watts. Good coverage, good job, good defense there, good session. I think they wound up with 4th down about 9 maybe. We were expecting another 50-yard punt here, but I think because we put so much pressure, he took his eyes off the ball and it wound up being about half what he got off earlier. So we take over here again in good position. We're in their end of the field. We got to do something with the ball. Got a 1st down here, Webb. Good blocking, well done, well executed, and tremendous acceleration. Getting through the hole with by Sermons. It's good blocking there though by Dovers and Harrell. Got 2 tight ends now. Mullis comes in, gives us a 2nd tight end. We'll go tight. Come right back with the same play, identical same play. Good job of Blake Mullis. People out of position there. It was quite a hole there. Blake closed it up in a minute. Very well done. So we move into the 2nd quarter here and got good field position. should have been picked off, should have been intercepted there. Number 31 missed the ball. And one of our statistics is not very good. We're going into the 10th game of the season. We've only got 2 interceptions all year, and it's not a nice statistic.
5-yard penalty gets to the 30. It's now 4th down and 1 for the Bears.
I think there's a lot of confusion here, right here. Glynn didn't know if they wanted to punt or go for it, or exactly what. I didn't really understand this, but I guess they thought we were going to jump offside. Probably good strategy because we did it numerous times last Friday night, so that's what they were counting on, I guess. But they were in and out, and it took about 5 minutes to execute this one punt. Not clock time, but ball here is well thrown. It's just, we just don't have a whole lot of speed. And actually, right here, I thought that call there went in our favor. I don't really think he interfered with Drew on that. Maybe tripped him or something, but that's the only one we got. These here, when they came up, they call it Gold Coast Officials Association. And they came up to me, and I know this guy right here. We've seen him around. Gold Coast does not call anywhere except on the coast. So they came up to me and handed me the card, and I said, "Yep, all y'all are Glynn Academy graduates, aren't you?" He's the only one that said, "Not me." But the rest of them were natives of the city of Brunswick. So I said, "Well, can't let this bother us right here." Didn't tell the team that because you don't get psyched out by officials. But we were flagged 13 times for 130 yards. And great run here. Good job blocking. Well done. Thought he was gone. But we were guilty of him.
Number 26, Keon Shirley, brought down by number 26, Antonio Frederick, at the 20.
I think this is what, we got getting down in that red zone now. We start getting a holding penalty. This has been plaguing us all year. And this Mark makes, turns this into a pretty good play here, but I don't think we can do that. And then he pulls it off for Jordan Moore, but you see number 56 right there, sophomore, about 22 yards downfield. Then we had an immature act on one of our offensive linemen who stuck his fist up in a guy's face mask, so it was all for naught. Good job here. Good play with Glover and Webb. I really just well done. So that puts us up there 13-0, and team. After this, we started having a little problems with our extra point. I think Carlos has got a little pull muscle up in his leg there, and it's bothering him a little bit. I think that's what he said. Missed a lot of tackles here. This just really hasn't been, and that was, matter of fact, that right there was Perez that made the tackle. That's his first tackle probably ever. And we get charged here with a late hit, I think. But this has been a sore spot all year long, our kickoff coverage. Some years you have abundant supply of players that really want to go downfield and really want to be on the kickoff team. This year we can search, scratch our head, look, and we got really nobody that wants to go downfield. It's tough for the defense to come in after we score and play on a half of the field like we did against Colquitt County. You know, it's just tough. You're not going to win many ball games like that. Boy, really, that's terrible linebacking play. Got some gashing holes in there.
Drive was a tied play, 46-yard drive.
Beautiful. Well done. Good, great effort out of Keon's son. Out of our whole return team.
First down.
Pass there to Corey Harrell.
8-yard gain, second down to 30 from.
So we come back, you know, we do the same, basically the same tackle play, off tackle play as Keelan Hodges here. You know, it's just something we thought we could do, and it worked. Then we go into a slump, our kicking and our blocking. Tackle there by Kivas Hodges again. That's two he's made. Nobody around there to help him. We buttoned up there and play a little bit better. Have a freshman in at middle linebacker right now, Victor Nito, 49. I think we have a sophomore and a freshman and a junior at linebacker. I'm going to show you this again. You know, we don't have a whole lot of interceptions, but this is worth showing to you again. Good concentration on Tayon Johnson. He stayed focused, was in good position. Blake Mullis comes in and makes him throw before he really wants to. So he rolls over with the ball. He's got the ball right there, and it bounces off his head.
That's the bump on his back. He's intercepted by number 12, Tayon Johnson.
Good throw, good catch here. Good effort after he catches the ball there. But it's just a good throw by Webb, good catch by Jordan Moore.
Number 3, Jordan.
So we kind of getting in a bind here with these extra points, but
It ended with a 5-yard touchdown run.
it's not because they don't work at it. These guys they practice hard every day. They kick a lot of balls. And that's what I like to see, putting it in the end zone. Can't get the handle on it. And you see our rush is going in there. Grady was in there on him. And it just having to throw the ball really gets them off their timing. And interference there probably was. Had his left hand around his waist, I think, or on him. Came back with the same play that they scored on earlier, and you see this time we picked it up and covered it, which is what we should have done the first time. Almost. I think that was Deshae Hansley there, should have had it. I think we need to put these receivers, these defensive backs with our receivers for a few days and then catch a ball. Back there by Grady.
Number 7 is sacked in the 30. It'll be first and 10.
So that brings us to the halftime, and you know, we 26-7, I believe, the score, and you know, we got not much to do, but we've got some things to do.
Trojan Rewind is brought to you by the following sponsors: Fletcher Oil.
Second half. Guy sticks it way down in the end zone. Running into some good kickers now. They just used to didn't see that at all, but now you're seeing quite a bit of it. Hope we get ours to putting it in the end zone.
Ware County is ahead of Godfrey, 21-7. Third down and 14 from the 16-yard line.
That was covered there, and we tried to scramble out. Didn't get a first down, and so we have to punt it. Wasn't a good series at all. Not to open up the second half with. You know, I think that after 9 games, you know, we would understand where we can stick our helmets. This was Quan Brown here. This tailback here, 6'4", 220, number 5. His brother signed right out of high school, I don't know, 3 years ago, went straight to the pros. Kwambi Brown, I believe. And he is a good-looking athlete, but I really think that he had minus yardage. I haven't checked the stats. You know, this is pretty good here. We're throwing him for a loss here. Rod Bailey and Victor Neto there, sophomore and a freshman. But I think he would have minus yardage. He never did get untrained, and he's been hurting people, been running on them pretty good. This was terrible. Tackle there by Tayon Johnson.
From the 37-yard line.
Beautiful job. Granny Drew right there throws a key ball. It really sets up. They come back probably congratulating Randy Drew more so than they are Webb, but that's a key block. Got him in the end zone, 68 yards, I believe.
Consisting solely of a 65-yard run by number 8, Marcus.
Tackle there by Adam Evans. Tackle there made by Tayon Johnson. Tayon played a good ball game. I think this might have been his best all-around ball game. He's a junior, getting a lot better every week. Then we come up and do a dumb thing here. We rough the kicker, and that's some stuff that we just dumb ball. That's what we call it, dumb ball. No excuse for that right there, none whatsoever. Gives them a first down. Middle screen there. Number 18 right there is a sophomore. He comes in the game because, again, he hasn't played much. And defensive end, Josh Carver. I think the guy comes in and has about 5 tackles. And I do like to see that, because both our defensive ends are senior. Well, our 3 is all. We got 3 seniors. But he came in. I think he had 5 tackles. Played real good. So we move in now. Here we are in the 4th quarter. 32-7. Very kind of a comfortable lead here. So let's, don't get sloppy, and let's keep playing with some intensity. It's another good play there by Johnson. Could have been 6 there. There's a lot of things you can learn on Friday night. Right there's one of them. They faked a punt, threw to the left end over there because we were totally unaware of it, and gives them a big first down. Got a pass interference. Questionable.
For Glynn Academy from the 10.
Oh, we go up here and play good. You know, we don't. Down about the 6-yard line, 7, somewhere like that, and we blow up pretty good here. You know, as good as this guy kicked, I was surprised here that this ball wasn't good. He's a good kicker, punter, but I thought it was good.
Ball goes over to Coffee.
So with about 9 minutes go, we stay basically the same. We make a few changes, trying to play some guys, but we keep our backs in there, letting them get some running time. And number 6 right there, you see, is Drake Lewis. This is his first game back. He was hurt at camp, sophomore, wide out. Daniel Anderson is now at quarterback. Our plans were to play 3 quarterbacks, but because of some stuff happened, that we didn't get Ronald King in. But we've got a few different linemen in there now, and but we still got the same backs, letting them run. It's Don Joyner at center. We were just totally unable to trap these people. They play the trap very, very well. A lot better than we play it. That nose guard, they're pretty good sized people, and it's a good run here by Kivas Hodges. I thought maybe we were going on in with this one and, you know, take it on in.
Second down and 1 from the 34.
Should have been intercepted. I think he was hit by the time he threw the ball.
Trojan Rewind is brought to you by the following sponsors.
A good game, good win. Nothing big about it. It was just we didn't have any injuries and didn't have any. That's always good to come out of a game without any new injuries. But hope we got the 2 that's out. I hope we get them well. And because we got the big game coming up. But we left out of there Friday night, 32-7, and won't be back. Glynn is not going to continue to play us. They've already informed me of that. And because this is the end of the 2-year contract, so we won't be going back down there for no telling how long. And because they did not subdivide, they went straight region on the East Coast, and they only needed one game. I think they play in Wayne County. So, but it was nice. It's a nice facility and nice people down there. So we hate that. We hate losing them off our schedule. So, you know, it was kind of not many people play a non-region game this late in the season, but it happened, and I think it's been good for us. So we'll move on with trying to get a new schedule. And now it's time, as every week we have Fender Chevrolet Player of the Week. Coaching staff selects 2 players that they think might have played just a little bit better than somebody else or played better than themselves, you know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, back early in the season. And first Player of the Week is Adrian Grady. Adrian, of course, number 40 here, and he's from Nichols, Georgia. And has moved up to about 265 pounds, 268 I think now, from like 240 when he was about a sophomore, I think. But Adrian had 7 tackles, he had 2 sacks, he had 3 hurries, he had 3 tackles for a loss. So played pretty good. He didn't get cranked up till about the second and third and fourth quarter, but played well. Our other Player of the Week is a guy that back in the first part of the season, Rakeem Paul, probably could have gotten it every week. Then he got sick and missed a couple of ball games, and is just now getting back his stride. And Rakeem's about a 290-pound left offensive tackle, and is so, you know, the leader of the pack over there. So congratulations to these 2 boys for being picked Fender Chevrolet Player of the Week for the Glynn Academy game. So, you know, it brings us to our 10th ball game of the year, and it seems like it's been kind of a relative short season. You know, like zip, it wasn't long ago that we was getting rained on out there playing Ware County. But it's here, and we got to travel down to Valdosta and play a big game, probably the biggest game on our schedule. Certainly big last year. This year it's not as big because we're not going to be able to defend our region title because of the fact we lost to Colquitt County 2 weeks ago. But and then, you know, our game really has no significance except for just strictly pride and you know, playing. But you know, we've kind of got 4th place locked in, and the only bearing on our position here is if Tift County beats Colquitt County, that, you know, I think that'll move us to 3rd place. We'd play Noonan instead of Lovejoy. But you know, it's a lot different than last year, but still we got to go down and play, and that's just what we want to do. Valdosta's got the same record we got, and they started off very slow and have really done well. You might say they've truly got a one-man offense, and that's Cedric Hatton, their quarterback. It's probably reminds me a lot of Charlie Ward, who we had the defense at Thomas County Central back in the early 80s. So, you know, there's a lot of similarity. He's not as big as Ward, but he certainly can run that way. But we got our work cut out for us, and so we're going to finish up with the 10th game of the season down in Valdosta Friday night. I hope to see you down there and support these Trojans. Thank you for watching.
My dad and I never really talked about